Okay, this is what's going to happen to your yard, what you can really expect. And the first thing that comes up is demolition and site preparation. And this is the loudest, dirtiest, dustiest, noisiest part of the whole project. The good thing is it's done quickly. When we demolish something, break concrete, tear something down, we always recycle them. Concrete goes to the recycle plant, and we actually buy it back as base rock for going underneath our hardscape items. Wood's always recycled. Anything we can recycle, we do. Also, we don't leave piles in your driveway. As soon as something is demolished, it's brought into our big truck, hauled away to the recycle plant or dump, whatever takes precedent. Next thing we want to do is any large element placement that's going to take heavy equipment. Big trees, 48-inch box, something we're going to need a big tractor to get in, or large boulders. We need to bring big equipment in. We don't want to be running over pipes or any hardscape items. It's going to damage them. So those are the next things that go in. Drainage is the most important thing that we're going to do on your project. It assures that the foundation's not going to get damaged, no water under the house, we're not going to drain water into your neighbor's yard. If we do have a French drain situation where we need to get underground water out, now is when we do it. The reason why we do it at this first stage is the drain pipes are set with certain levels of run that are fixed. So anything that crosses it, such as irrigation, is either going to go above it or below it. Hardscape is anything basically you walk or sit on, or also hold something up like a retaining wall. This goes in usually after the drainage, probably before irrigation, and it's either forming for concrete or concrete base for brick or stone or whatnot, digging of footings and things of this nature for the retaining walls. And then we either do a good concrete finish, stain colors, stamping, or using real stone. Irrigation's come a long ways. Used to be a big waste of water, and I'm a huge practitioner of drought-resistant plants as well as irrigation techniques that are not wasteful of water. If we're going to have turf areas, we're going to use spray heads. We use matched nozzles so that they have matched precipitation. A lot of times you'll see lawns that have like a little brown spot no matter how much. The only way to get that brown spot out is to add more and more water. Even adding another head's not going to work. So we avoid that by using matched heads that throw the same amount of water over each area. Big believer in drip and drip spray systems. We use the drip spray in small ground cover areas, very usually near patios and walks where people are going to be close to it so they can observe the ground cover, and drip used for the surrounding shrubbery and trees. One of the big things we use is I personally use an AquaConserve controller. It self-adjusts. It has temperature and weather data, and basically you set it and forget it, and you won't have any overrunning water during the winter. Soil preparation is one of the most overlooked areas, and this is the most important part of your garden. Your plant material is not going to survive long term unless we do a really good job of preparing the soil. In a high clay area, we bring in lots of sand. We really want to alter the structure of the soil as well as organic material. Most landscapers only bring in organic material and not rototill it in very far. And we really take extra time and expense to make sure this preparation is done correctly. And also we do a pre-plant fertilizer to get some base nutrients into the soil. The planting is my favorite part of the job. I personally select all the plants at the nursery. I go in with a driver, a big truck, and 2 helpers. And I have an idea of the plant palette based on the theme of the garden, and I use the nursery to inspire me. As I walk through, I see plants that I want to use that'll fit that theme, and I'll get 10 of one, 10 of another, 15 of another, and get a big conglomeration, bring it out to the site, and then start spotting. I do have an idea of what I want to put where, but I really like the idea of picking the best and most beautiful things at the nursery and bringing them to your garden. It usually takes me 4 trips to the nursery to get a garden completely done. I think it's well worth the time, and you're going to get something special. It's not going to be a gas station or a grocery store parking lot. Sod sounds real easy. You know, you've all heard the joke, green side up, but the sod bed needs to be prepared very well. It needs to be rolled, raked, and rolled again. And then you see the little depressions and high points. Those need to be re-raked and re-rolled, all before the sod goes down. Yeah, you need to roll the sod afterwards, but you'll still end up with lots of depressions unless you do a really good prep job in the beginning.